So I'm just wondering, you guys like to have a puff after you eat a fish burger made in the air fryer? I do. Yep, it's another wood spirit. Let me move this plate out of the way. Long live the ice cold glass of milk. Skim milk now. Back to skim milk. This is a wood spirit that I did on my last live video. I think I carved it in maybe 10 minutes. It's cottonwood bark. There's no real eyes. I did a custom carving fusion Viking rune up there and one down there too. I don't know what they mean. They mean prosper and live a good life. That's what they mean. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like at nighttime when I'm lying in bed, I watch TV and I scroll through my phone, and I've been seeing a lot of this Jelly Roll fella. He's a singer. I guess he is a rapper. No, he sings country music, or vice versa, or both. I don't know. But I watched. I thought he was pretty interesting. He's got a good-looking wife. What's her name, Buddy? I thought he was pretty interesting, so I found podcasts with him on it on YouTube, and a lot of the things from his life I can relate to, and I'll talk more about that in a bit. But yeah, this is another wood spirit. I make lots of wood spirit videos. I like making wood spirits, and I'm not saying this to brag. I'm pretty humble. I really don't give a shit, but I'd probably say because of sitting right here, what you see right here is not because of me, but what you see right here, there's probably the most wood spirits being carved in the world now because of what you see right here. What you see right here, like that, like this. Um, they talked about bands and stuff like that, and bands going stagnant, like not trying new things. Like, let me give you an example. So there's a band that has a great song, and their song is the number one in the charts, and their band does awesome. So they like try to on their next album they try to make the same song but in a different way, and it kind of could possibly become stale. So I'm always carving wood spirits, and I'm always carving them different ways. Sometimes I carve them the exact same way. I don't care, but they're right. Like the best videos that I have on YouTube are carving wood spirits. And like I carve wood spirits all day. Well, not all day, every day, but I carve them all the time. I love they're so fun to do because everyone's different. But this video is going to be about, yeah, it's another wood spirit video, but it's about me showing you guys who I am as a person, experimenting with art. I always try different things. That might not seem like it, but I'm always trying different things. And 80% of the different things I try are not successful. Lots of them are fails. It's okay. I'm fine with that because there's sayings and quotes and this and that. But like, you can't learn if you don't fail. If that makes sense. So I have to fail all the time. But I've learned to just get through it and keep at it and just keep trying, and eventually something will pop and it will be good, and you'll be happy with it. I don't know what you guys are going to think of this. We're going to do the gold gold leaf stuff on this. I don't know what you guys are going to think of this. I did make another gold leaf video, and it was kind of a joke of a video. Like I was just kind of being silly and messy and all that stuff. But this time I'm going to try. And I'm going to show you guys, and we're going to see if it. I'm going to see if I can make it. Well, I have a feeling it's going to be successful, but we're going to. I'm going to show you guys the steps I take to see if we can make it successful. And it's just experimenting. Like I say on all my videos, lots of my videos, art is just an experiment. Sure, you can keep carving wood spirits. If that's all you want to carve is wood spirits, then just keep carving wood spirits. I support you because it's fun. That's why, because it's fun. So let's get the camera in the overhead. We got some stuff, things, that, and this, and my bowler. So here's the wood spirit I did. There's Just Carve Rob side view. Signed it, put a hole in the back to hang it. Here's some black paint in a cup. Here's the paint. I got it from the dollar store. I think they're like $1.50 now. I don't really buy expensive paint because I just use it and I waste it so much. So, but first of all, I forgot to do this before the video. I like to trim these cups down so I don't spill them because I've been known to make big messes. Oh yes, I have. And even you'll see a part through this video where it gets really messy, but that's just me. It doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be, but that's just the way I am. So just like I'm going to paint this wood spare black. Some of you that were on my live feed the other day saw that I had some painted black, and it's just what I do with my experiments, and it's stuff that I'm learning and doing, right? So about that Jelly Roll character, first of all, the dude has a wicked voice, and his girlfriend, Bunny, is her name, I think, or sorry, his wife. I don't want to say anything bad about anybody, but it's not bad, but it is what it is. She was an escort when they first met. I believe so. Don't hold me to it. And how I can relate to that is when I was, and I'm not ashamed to say this, I really don't care. When I was younger, I think I was like in my 20s or something. Um, I met this girl, and she was just so freaking beautiful. She was the most beautiful chick in town, beautiful girl in town by far, hands down. And it happened to be she was an escort, and we clicked. We got along really good, and we started dating. And well, she started becoming my girlfriend. Some of you might be shaking your head. Well, if you're gonna shake your head, shake your head, shake your head. But she used to tell me, like she was smoking hot. She was a 10. She was a dime. Smoking body, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful face, man. Just so gorgeous. She used to tell me that she was an escort, but she didn't do any sexual things with the men when she went and saw them because they're just lonely old men, and she would just go visit them and talk to them. Come on, I was no fool. So, anyways, she I started, it was the best time of my life. It was awesome. I didn't have to work. She made so much money. I used to drive her to her shows. I used to drive her to the old guy's or whoever's house, and I would sit outside in my car and wait. That's how much I loved her. I didn't care. And I'm still the same type of dude. You want to do what you want to do. And, like some of you might be thinking that's gross, but it's just the way it is. And that's why, like, I can relate with that Jelly Roll guy. 'Cause he didn't give a shit. Whatever, man. She had to make the buck. She made so much money, I didn't have to work. It was awesome. It's before sushi places were out all over the place. Like there was only two sushi high-end restaurants in Vancouver, and we used to go to that high-end restaurant 2 or 3 times a week, and she would always buy. And it was just kind of the deal that we had. It was friggin' wicked. And that Jelly Roll, I don't know, like I've been in and out of jail and prison my life before my injury. Maybe not as much as him, but I've been there, done that. His life's changed now and her life's changed now. I'm single. I'm single by choice right now. If the right girl comes along, well, then she'll come along and then I won't be single. But I do what I gotta do. I go on dates and stuff like that. I just don't share too much on my YouTube about that. It's more personal life, right? So, I can relate to him in and out of prison, and he's like, I don't know if he says he's found God or something, but he's found his way. He's found his way. And like I'm being honest here with this YouTube, I found in my carving and my art, I found my way. I finally found happiness. Sometimes it takes a life to find it, but if you find it, you're a lucky person. You're so lucky. So, because when you find something that you love to do, like you guys see all the videos I pump out for YouTube and stuff like that, I make a couple bucks. I don't make a lot of money. I have to be frugal at times with my money. I can't go out and buy a brand new chainsaw 3 times a year, maybe once a year. I can save my money and do it. But finding a passion, lots of people in their lives don't have that opportunity. I'm lucky. I am so lucky, and I'm so humbled, and I'm so honored, and it's just, man, look how lucky I am. Look how lucky I am. If you guys knew the way I was before my injury to the way I am now, I wasn't Satan, don't get me wrong, but I was kind of, I just did stupid shit and I was selfish. It was more about me. Geordie world, Geordie land. Now look at me, making YouTube videos, sharing what I know, making new friends around the world. I'm lucky. How could you not call that lucky? I'm no friggin' I'm no friggin' jelly roll that's like a billionaire or anything like, well, a millionaire and just like total famous. I'm a wood carver. I'm a simpleton wood carver. That's the way it is. I'm I'm happy. I'm happier than a pig in shit with this, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, my videos will slow down when I go back to work this weekend, but it's okay. I don't have to work 7 days a week. I mean, 5 days a week. I just work kind of 2 or 3 days a week, and I'm still making the videos. And the thing about making these videos and the carving stuff like that, when I go to work, it feels like a job. And I'm going to be honest, I hate it. But it's good for a change. It's good for the soul, and yeah, it's just good mentally. But when I'm doing this carving and I'm filming, when I'm carving and talking about what I'm doing on the videos to slow down, it takes me maybe half a day or something to do a wood spirit like this when I'm saying step by step. But I could carve 20 of these out in a day if I wanted to when I wasn't filming. But it doesn't matter because it's just I found such a passion, and I'm so lucky to have you guys watching these videos and seeing all the wood spirits and all the carvings you guys are doing watching my videos. Makes me feel really special. So that's kind of how I can relate to that jelly roll dude. He says it too. He's lucky. He's very lucky, and he feels his life has changed. He'll talk about his past. He was doing it on the podcast. He was talking about like how he met his girl, how he met his wife, and stuff like that, and this and that, and this and that. And the dude cracks me up. So, anyways, I'm gonna let this dry. I didn't have to paint it black for what I'm gonna do here. This I got lots of paint on here, everybody. So you can pull out your heater gun and heat it up to dry the paint off quicker. But I think tonight it's Monday night. What night? What's on TV tonight? But I know there's something good on TV tonight. Is it Gold Rush night? No, that's Tuesdays. Yeah, I don't know. Something's good on TV tonight. So I am gonna heat this up a little bit with my heat gun. Let's give you a full with my heat gun. Let it dry out. Then we'll talk about the the thiggity thing. Yep, straight up ADHD. It's called short-term memory disorder. I call it bipolar. The gold leaf stuff. We'll talk about that. Okay, you can see here the black paint is dry. It's been about 2.5 hours. Your best waiting overnight to do this, but since we got to move on, we're gonna put on the adhesive for the gold leaf right now. This is a box I bought on Amazon. I showed this on my last video. It comes with the adhesive bottle, and it comes with the varnish. It's both water based, I believe. Yeah, water based. There it says right there. Um, this is when you want to really take your time. I'll be the first person to admit, and all my normal subscribers know that I have a problem taking my time. If I took my time on wood carving and projects like this, I'd probably do a way better job. But that I just can't do it. I try my best to take my time, but I don't. Anyways, so we're gonna put the camera on the overhead. We're gonna put on this adhesive. I'm gonna pour it into a little cup. We're gonna put it on here. Then we'll get some that gold leaf to put on here. I got the adhesive in a little cup and a little paintbrush. I wish I had a bigger paintbrush. Maybe this one's a bit bigger. And you just put it on there. I suggest from doing this a couple times recently, try and put it on as evenly as you can. So like in the deep points, it would be goopy in there. So just kind of, oh, sorry, just kind of scoop it out with your paintbrush and get. You don't have to put this on that thick. It's almost better the thinner that you put it on. Well, the thinner you put it on, it will be almost better. Sometimes, man. Sometimes, just sometimes. I did the top too, so I got to get this on the top. Don't have to get all. Well, yeah, we do have to get all of it. So I finished watching that podcast with Jelly Roll. It was 2 hours, and yeah, his wife when they first met, we're talking years back. She was um, a call girl, and nothing wrong with that. She had to make the buck, then go make the bucks. They'll marry to her. It's like I said, I used to date one. I'm still in contact with my old girlfriend that was the escort. She's like she fell into some really hard times. Like she got into some real serious drugs and stuff. And she works with escorts now. Like kind of think might be like rehabilitation or something because lots of the escorts, well, some of them, not all of them, but some of them got into, like, we'll say the word hookers, get into drugs, and she works on it with a program with that. I haven't spoken to her with it about a year. Thing with her too is she had her daughter was real young. I think she was like I forget. She was old enough to know my name and stuff like that. Jessica, her name was. She was just like I don't know. I loved her so much. She was kind of like a daughter to me. And yeah, she's on my Facebook and all that stuff. Um, my old girlfriend's not much into social media stuff, so I haven't really seen what she's been up to lately. But yeah, I still do. I have a lot of love for her, and it's kind of funny. My mom had such a big heart. Actually, where I live now, my mom had such a big heart. She knew Thea had a big heart. She was just kind of troubled. My mom took her in. Like when I wasn't with her anymore, her and my mom became friends, and she lived with my mom for a little bit. And my stepdad, they just kind of, she had no place to go, so they took her in. And my mom, my mom worked for a place called Delta Cyst. I've talked about it before, and which is for like elder people and kind of homeless people, just helping people get their lives on track. I guess it would be. I did that big tree wall carving for Delta Cyst, and I also, since my mom's been gone, I did some a memorial wizard for my mom in her honor, and it's out by their garden. But yeah, so I was thinking about this. I was thinking about should I have should I have mentioned my girlfriend? I'm not going to say her name. Maybe I didn't. I don't even realize it. But should I even have mentioned that I had a girlfriend that was an escort? I don't care. I got nothing to hide. It's not like I'm going to go to hell for it. If I'm going to go to hell, I'm going to go to hell for a lot worse stuff than that. And yeah, we loved each other, but just her. I was doing my thing, she was doing her thing, and our paths led different ways. But we still love each other. We had good times, man. I won't get into it anymore. I'll kind of drop it, but it was good times. Oh, I'll say one thing that I thought about too. When I was with her, when I first met her, I actually I met her through my brother. She was my brother's friend, and I was roofing at the time and doing my thing on the street. And I dressed like a friggin' I didn't I dress like I dress when I'm chainsaw carving with like dirty clothes and just kind of my shoes were ripped and stuff like that. It's not like I didn't have money to go buy stuff, nice stuff, but I just didn't really care. And she, I've lost it now, but she got me into style. Like she got me to start wearing nice clothes and stuff like that. So by the end of it, I don't know if you guys know, but Tommy Hilfiger was popular stuff back then, and it was expensive. By the end of it, I was wearing all Tommy Hilfiger stuff, nice, nice white Nike shoes, and yeah, she definitely, and she definitely, my heart was broken a couple times before, but she definitely changed me. She made me more confident, and she kind of made me the Jordy who I am today. Yeah, I never really thought of her as a trophy, but I kind of just don't get me wrong. She had a beautiful heart too. That's what I've always been attracted to, a pretty face, but it's the heart that gets me too. She's got a lovely heart. So I think we got it all covered here. Got to make sure you get everywhere. Now the best thing to do, the instructions say to leave it half an hour so it gets really sticky. You can even leave it longer than half an hour. The stickier it is, the better it is. Now with gold leafing, I did some of my paintings like back in the day, flat planes, kind of just like you got a flat board and you put it on, right? This is trickier because you have all these bumps and you have inside the eyes and up the nose and stuff like that, deep beside the mustache. So this is a lot trickier. The last video I made was I was kind of just joking around, being a silly goofball. But we want to try and make this one. I'm going to show you guys the it was the Death Eagle. Or the Thunderstorm Eagle. I'm going to show you guys how I fixed that. If I hadn't showed you already, I think I did show it in one of my videos. But it's this is just me having a good time. And if it gives you an idea to have a good time, then this video is working. Another thing about that too, about that jelly roll. If you don't know who I'm talking about, he's overweight. Who cares, man? The guy's overweight. He talked on that podcast. He's talking about like his old lady bringing girls home and them doing their thing, and he laughed. He laughs right in the podcast. He goes, "So for all those skinny guys that go to the gym and are in shape and got the six pack, he goes, I bet you have never had as much threesomes as this fat ugly motherfucker." That's the way he is, right? He's a pretty solid dude. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. When I finished watching the podcast, he opened up about Jesus and stuff like that, and church and stuff like that. He's kind of like me. He believes in. He's got a cross on his face, tattooed on his face, but he believes in he believes in Jesus and all that stuff, and he's a Christian too. I was raised a Christian. He just doesn't, lots of the church stuff that goes on, he doesn't really agree with it. I'm not too sure really about it, but I know I'm Christian. My mom raised me to be one, and I guess that's what I'm labeled as a Christian. If that makes sense, I shouldn't say labeled, but that's what I am, as a Christian. So, anyways, the extra stuff I got in the cup here, I just pour back in there. Some people be like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. You're cross contaminating it." Well, whatever. Cross contaminated it. It's going to work on the next one too. So I got it set up here so I can get a clear view at it. I'm just going to, some parts are whiter from the glue. I'm just going to try and fade that out into the other parts. But I'm going to hit it with my heat gun for a few seconds, then give it a good probably half an hour. And then the tackier it is, the more solid it is, the better the stuff sticks to it. Okay, it's plenty. Well, maybe it's too tacky now. Maybe it's dry. But let's get the camera down here and get the camera in the overhead. Okay, so I know it's hard to see in the camera because it's black and the backing's black, but this is the last color that I have. I think I got this stuff when I bought a set of 3 different colors on Amazon. I think I got 150 sheets for really cheap, for like $10. I believe this color is copper. Not the nicest color in the world, but well, it's a nice color, but I mean, nice color for this project. So, you know, when you buy the more expensive stuff, it comes in books. This just comes like this. There's no book here. There's just kind of sheets. And it seems like this stuff might be a little bit thinner than the more expensive stuff that I used to buy from the hobby shops. So they'll say to put it on here and then you go like this, but you put it on here and then you tap it down this way. But like I said, since there's such there's divots and everything in here. Can you guys see? I gotta check this camera. Stand by. Yeah, so I kind of do this like a spaz. It's okay. I've been called spaz before, so that's there. Got a little bit over here to do. I just kind of get it on, and I do waste a lot, but it's okay because this stuff's cheap. So, and it's having fun, right? Like this is not me trying to get into a friggin' art gallery or anything like that. It's just me sitting here, lonely old fat guy with a hole in his head, having a good time. Just kidding. I'm not lonely. I'm a fat guy that smokes cigarettes that's having a good time though. Okay, so we'll just keep on putting this on here. So, like I said, the stickier this stuff is, the better. And I got to remember I did the ends too. So I'll put this here and then I'll wrap it around. And it's okay, like it breaks apart. You'll see where it broke apart right there when there's something there, a deep hole, right? That's the mustache. So all I do for that is I just keep on layering it. So because the first layer is not going to have it on there, like you're going to have holes. Put this one on there and just kind of do this. Now, then I'll go like this with the brush to make sure it gets in all the little divots and stuff. This isn't the proper way to do it, but guess what? This is the way I do it, and I get it done. So you'll see there's still missing pieces in there. So like right now, this is still, it's hanging there. It's not working. There's a spot there that needs some. So I'll just go like this and put it in there. Like I just get it done. It's a lot harder when you got bumps and crevices than just a flat surface or like a round bowl or something. The round flat surfaces and stuff are easy to do. This is a lot more difficult. But, you know, the more you try, the more you'll get it figured out. And yeah, see, like I got a little piece here of scrap, and I got a hole here where it's not, nothing's in there. I'll just put it in there. That's what she says. Just shut up, Jordy, and put it in. Anyways, so I'll get all these little holes plugged up. Oops. Okay, so like here's the eye and it's deep inside there. So I just get any loose stuff that I have and I just shove it inside there and you get the brush, you just kind of go like this. Just kind of tap it all down. I know the glue's still wet, but what else can you do? And I'll show you what I do when I think I got all the holes. I get toilet paper, I make a ball, and I tap it down on top of it. Okay, so you guys will be pretty impressed that my table's not a mess. It's just kind of, actually, I need to show you. It's like not even messy at all because I kept on picking off the pieces that weren't being glued down and like picking it off here and then putting it up there. Picking his nose. So now I got the toilet paper here and all I do is run around and kind of the poop wipe. Let's put this back in the overhead. And I just kind of, I don't know, this is the softest material I have in the house, so you got to think that the glue is still kind of tacky. So when you're doing this, and I look for spots I miss, I put it in there, eh? The glue underneath is kind of tacky, so you want to kind of rotate your toilet paper when you're doing this. Well, I do, so it doesn't get the tacky on the stuff, if that makes sense to you. Now I'm trying to do this in the camera, and it's kind of playing tricks on my mind because I keep on thinking I see black spots like right in there. So I'll just get, when I'm doing it, I'll just kind of, it's good. You put on some tunes. I'm going to put on some Jelly Roll right now, actually. Get this all stuck down here. It doesn't matter if you miss some. That's why I paint behind it black, right? And you can also get your this little thin paper that they give you. Get a brush and do this too to get it in there. Just shut up, Jordy, and put it in. So yeah, this is the softest brush that I have in the house too. It's a brush that came with the kit, but I just kind of run around do this now. Now, when the glue's still tacky, I spin it and I look at different areas and I go along and push it in, and it's breaking off at the same time where it doesn't need to be. Now I got it flipped upside down, right, so I can see the spots, the black spots that I couldn't see before. That's missed. Like I said, I'm not really too worried about, like, I'm starting to hallucinate here, thinking I'm seeing black spots. And they're not black spots. It's just different shades of the stuff. But yeah. So here's a piece. Just stick it on there and do your thing. So I'll finish this off, and I really suggest once I get this all pushed on here, you wait till the next day for this stuff to really be glued on there good. Because honestly, when you're, remember, this is for the beginners. I'm a beginner at this too. It feels like when I'm push, it feels almost feels like the glue comes through the like that feels kind of sticky. Maybe it's because I got some on my thing and I got on the thing, but anyways, I'll get this done and we'll be back tomorrow. So one thing about the toilet paper I want to say, like, when you're going to tap it down with toilet paper, make sure that you got most of it covered up, like the black, the tacky stuff, the glue covered up, because there was a spot here where the eye is, and I was trying to push it in with it, get it deep in there with the toilet paper, and there was some glue showing, and then the toilet paper stuck to the glue, and you saw a little bit of a white there from the toilet paper. I'm doing this whole thing in 2 coats. Like, remember I said it was feeling a little bit sticky? Right? It's not feeling sticky anymore because I put another coat over top of it. Maybe even 3 coats, you know. So I think, what was it? I paid $15 for 150 sheets, so that's $5. This is costing me probably about, I'd say, $3 to do this with this stuff, and it's fun. That's the point, right? Like, it's fun. Okay, so there it is. I'm gonna promise myself to leave it till tomorrow. You know, you can see from this video everything's a lot lessy because the more you do, the better you get, just like with wood carving. So these little pieces, I'll just put them here in between 2 pieces of paper and tuck them away for tomorrow in case I see some real obvious repairs that need to be done. But also, you know, like, there's gold, there's silver, there's different colors of gold. Like, you get the real Indian gold, or they get the paler gold. You get the rose gold, you get silver, you get copper, you get brass. You can also get these other colors. I forget the name, but it's like gold with like burnt parts in them. Like a torch has been done it, so it gives you that different colors. I'll just show you guys a couple pictures. There's a whole different color aspects you can get. I don't know how much more videos I'm going to make of this copper leaf. I mean, gold leaf, copper leaf, whatever. But I am going to order one of these colors that I'm going to show you guys now, and I might do a eagle with it or something, or an owl. But yeah, so anyways, we'll be back tomorrow to finish up this video. All right, it's now the next evening, and it's time to take off all this extra stuff things. When I woke up today, I was going to start carving Christmas trees, but since I go through little spells of doing things and this and that. Since I'm having so much fun with this stuff, well, I said, I don't want to carve Christmas trees because I'm just trying to carve them to make money. I'm going to carve another one of these wood spirits. So I did. I put a hole in the back, and let's hang it up there. So it's fun to do. It's cheap to do. Why not do it? So now what we need to do is we need to get this brush comes with the kit to start brushing off all your stuff. But I just use this brush. They suggest a really soft brush. This is just a kind of older paint brush. And I'm going to go around and I'm going to get all the fluffy stuff off. So yeah, this part can be a little bit messy, but no big deal. If you're having fun, it's worth it to clean up the mess. So you just this sometimes this is the exciting part. You kind of come and you see what's hot. You see what comes out of. Slow down, Jordy. This is the exciting part because you can see what it looks like with the copper leaf. Um, this is copper leaf. I looked it up. The stuff that I bought. So, anyways, what I got to do is spend probably a good half an hour cleaning this whole piece up, making sure there's no little fluffy parts hanging off of it, if that makes sense to you. But you can see there now the face is coming out. So I'll get both these done. Oh yeah, so while I remember, I want to say this one I painted the black underneath it because I thought, well, it needed to be painted black to hide the wood color. But this one I didn't do. I did not paint it black underneath it. I just put the glue on top of the wood color. So it's just like testing, trying new things because the black, painting it black underneath is a stage. If it works without putting the black, perfect. One less stage you have to do. This is how I learn. Okay, so they're done. And I'll say one thing right now that these things are motherfucking ugly. They're ugly. The better that you do your wood carving and do this stuff, obviously, the better they're going to look. All right. So this was, I think, a 10-minute carving. This was, I probably spent about 15 minutes on. I'm not trying to justify these wood spirits saying that they're not good because I didn't spend much time. I'm just saying the better that you do your wood carving and sand it, the better it's going to be. And you can see this stuff really copies the wood grain. So the better you carve it and the better that you sand it before applying this leaf stuff on here, the better your piece is going to look. So now for the last hour, I've been sitting here looking at these pieces, processing it, thinking, how can I make these things look not so friggin' ugly? Something I can do at nighttime with, like tonight, put my music on and enjoy it. Well, I've come up with an idea. Well, copper, what's that? When you leave it outside, it goes kind of greenish, bluish. What's the name of it? I forget. Weathered, and it does something to the copper. So I got this blue color, and look here. I got my favorite green. Yep, Hooker's green. So I'm going to mix this green and blue up, and I'm going to do a wash to make this look weathered. What's the name? Patinaed? Or something. There's a friggin' name for it. Don't care. Okay, so I got my greenish blue color in this jar. You guys can look up the color yourself. Patinaed copper, whatever the color is. And this is really watered down. So this, like most carvings would be called the black wash. Well, this is a patinaed wash. Green and blue. Hooker's green and blue patinaed wash. So what you do is you wipe it on there. And this is for people who haven't seen my other videos too. Like, I've done lots of black washes on lots of my carvings, but you don't know if this is going to work out if you don't try it. And that's what this video is basically about, is opening up your mind and experimenting. Like, just because I carve thousands of wood spirits doesn't mean that I don't try to make them different. And this is different. And if it doesn't work out, I'm not gonna be pissed off. It doesn't work out. I'm just gonna try something else next time. So I'll get this all on. So what you do, I'll just do this little bit here. This is an old ripped gross carving fusion shirt, and just kind of wipe it off. And you might have to get, the more that you wipe it off, the better it's gonna look. But you might have to get a little rag to really get inside the beard hairs and stuff like that. So anyways, let me do these two and we'll finish it off. So who's excited to see them? Do you want to see what they look like? Here's what they look like. They look a hell of a lot better than they did, that's for sure. Now they all look like they're patinaed, and you get that greenish blue color coming out of them. I love it, and it's just so fun. So fun. Let's give you a close-up view of these. And here's another example for the very beginning wood spirit carver. Your wood spirits don't need to have real eyes. Just hollow out the eyes, and they look like Friggin' wood spirits. This guy looks like an angry god that's stuck in the tree that's protecting everybody. That's what the wood spirits are for. This guy looks like a silly thing looking that way, going, "What the hell's going on here?" Whatever. So here's the thing. Um, I'm gonna. Did I give you guys a close up zoom of this? Also, the wood, where I just put the glue on the wood, and then here's black paint. This one's the black paint. So you can see the more that I put this paint on there, without putting a finish on this, it started rubbing off some of the gold leaf or the copper leaf. You can see the black in there. But this one, I didn't really see any of that. So I think it's because who knows, the wood's more the copper color than the black color anyways. But they both work. But now I know this one looks a little bit darker because you get some black highlights underneath it. Like you see the tip of that beard, the high points will be, well, not underneath it, but the high points will be black. This one, there's no really blackness in it. If you look at the both, these are just carving fusion swirls I put in there. This is just a fake. Well, it's not fake. It's real. They're like carving fusion Viking runes I put in these ones. So I got some more other copper leaf ones or gold leaf ones I got. I'm going to set them all up here and we're going to talk about them. Okay. So this was the Thunder Eagle. I did make a video of this, and I was just goofing around. It's been like 5 years since I did the gold leaf, and I got some, and I practiced on this one, and I made a silly video. I was just being a big goofball. But I finished this off video. This is all black. This is that black gold leaf. Get different colors. And then I tried doing different things and this and that and that and this. And then I did it red, and I didn't like the red, but I put the black over the red. But look at the red color underneath that black. It's like a hidden tint, kind of. And I carved a abalone shell to put in the eye. So let me get this. I run my videos. I don't really rehearse anything, practice anything. So there's that. I think the next one that I did after this was this one. I carved it quick just to try the gold leaf. I didn't like it with just the gold leaf, so then I put the red on it. I didn't like it with just the gold and the red, so then I put epoxy over it. So this one's epoxied. This is kind of like a lion wood spirit. So there's that one. Then I think the next one that I did was this one where I painted it black, then put the gold leaf on top of it. These all have holes in the back to hang on the walls. But yeah, so this one you can see the black. I didn't put the glue on some of the black and left the black exposed. I don't know if I made a video for this one. I can't keep up. I've been pumping out so many videos. They're going to be slowing down pretty soon because of work. So then the center green skull one, I don't know. I did make a video carving it, but the video was kind of, I did it as a time lapse video. I didn't like it, so I didn't upload. I didn't edit it or upload it. But this one is how I learned how to do this. So last night, I think it was last night or the night before, what happened with this one, I had James, shout out to James Rankin. I did a live video and I showed this on there and I said I want to do the skulls gold, then the wood spirit silver, and I painted all of it black. Okay, so you got a little scully here, ghost skulls here, and up there. So this was gold, 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 and then I did the black, the silver copper leaf on the tips of the beard and stuff, like just to highlight it. But it looked really cheesy to me. So then I said, shoot. So then all I had was that copper leaf. I know this copper leaf kind of goes a gold color since you put the tinted stuff, the blue on it or the green. But then, so I didn't like it all. I didn't like that copper color. So then I mixed up some green paint. And I said, I'm going to try that patina stuff. And then there is some blue. This is lighter blue. This is more green in here, but there is some tints of blue in there. So that's how I got the idea for this and this. Experimenting, having a good time. You know, I'm not broke, but I'm always close to broke. I live check to check basically because I spend so much money experimenting with art. It's true. It's a fact. But look, man, how can that not be fun? How can not that be fun? This So what do we got here? One, two, three, four, five, six. I'm having a giveaway pretty soon. All these pieces are gonna be for the give. It's gonna be a chip in giveaway because I cannot just do a giveaway and pay for all the shipping myself because I ship worldwide for any of these. So there's one, two, three, four, five, six. These are all gonna be in the giveaway. Why I want these to be in the giveaway? Because I want you guys to know that I appreciate you and you guys are getting the stuff where I'm experimenting. Okay? This is all experiment. I say art's an experiment, and this is just an experiment, and this is me experimenting. So these are going to be in the giveaway. I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. You're going to have to chip in money for my PayPal or online bank to help cover the shipping. Some people don't have a lot of money. Some people have a lot of money. So it's basically whatever you can afford will help the channel. So now this one here, I put a light in. I'm not going to take it off the wall because all these will fall off. It took me 2 hours to set these up. Just kidding. It took 2 minutes, 5 minutes. But this one has a red light inside there. See it in the nose? So that's what I wanted to do and make it kind of like at nighttime, whoever gets this can, the little switches up top there. You can't see it. It's in the back. But it's one of those little LED. Something just happened with the camera. But anyways, let's turn the lights off and good luck, everybody, when I figure out how I'm going to do the giveaway. I hate shipping, but I think these pieces are better for my YouTube channel, subscribers, and friends. Whoever wants to be able to win one of my pieces, it's better for you guys to get these than for me to sell them locally. I'd much rather one of you have them, if that makes sense. And there'll be some more. I got to start carving. I got to work on the Christmas challenge video, and that will be in the giveaway too. So let's turn these lights off and see if we can see the red in the friggin' skull thing. Stand by. Okay, I got most of the lights turned off. I just got to click this button so that you can see it. Looks like a freaky pumpkin. So there's the little tiny wood spirits. Let's turn the lights on again. Turn them off. There it is. Just something different. Having fun exploring, learning new things. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. I like this video, and be a jelly roll. Look at that guy. He rose from nowhere, but he's been working at it for a lot of years, man. Be a jelly roll, everybody. Be a jelly roll. Shoot, I know I forgot something. There's this one too. So that makes 7 so far. It's kind of like a mummy. It's kind of like a lady skull, isn't it? I don't know. Carry on.